What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Dual Mod Survival. We're on episode 39. B's doing something over there.
Hello.
And last episode, we set ourselves up some steam power. So if we head down this way, we can see that our steam boiler has been heating up. Yeah, getting pretty hot. Not fully heated up yet, but it's at the point where it's producing enough steam. As you can see, we have some excess, and it's producing us enough charcoal to last us forever. We were gaining power, it started draining. I'm not sure, it's like balancing the system, I think. I might add more dynamos because we do have excess steam, so I'd rather not just waste it. But between that episode and this one, I made a couple modifications to a few builds. So just some real small things. So first of all, for our auto processing, I added a crystal chest. Looks nice and displays what's inside of it. It's just a cool little thing, and we're going to be using one here in our next build. For the potion generator, I actually changed this pipe down here to be round robin. So what that means is every time it pulls out, it'll automatically go to each inventory before going to the first one next. So it'll hit all of them, meaning it will produce as much energy as possible because all generators will be running. And then one last change I made regarding the wither skeleton farm was, remember how we set up the energetic infuser to automatically recharge our weapon? Well, it didn't work because what would happen was it wouldn't pull out the sword before it drained its power, so it would do damage to the sword, change its data, and then my filter would no longer work. So what I did, oh, I lost that piece. What I did was I pretty much changed one little thing. Here it is. I made a timer. So a timer, just ticks the redstone signal. I set it for every 5 minutes. So every 5 minutes, it'll automatically pull out no matter where it's at, put it in the energetic infuser. It'll charge it up as much as it needs to, and it will only pull it out when it's fully charged because this is set to only export to the top, and this is set to always active. So that's the change there. I need another factory block B.
Alright.
A blue one. Let me see if I find him real fast. If I could type. I got it. Alright, so this episode we're gonna work on a new boiler. We'll call it that. A new boiler. This one from Mine Factory Reloaded. We're gonna work on a sludge boiler. So sludge boiler wasn't that difficult to craft. It is what it is. But first of all, what we're gonna need for it, well, obviously power, and then we're gonna need some sludge. So sludge we've actually been getting, but we haven't done anything with it. So if I head on over to our tree farm, actually, which is all the way down here now. So if we head all the way down here, we can see that our harvesters are producing sludge. So as they, work, they'll produce sludge over time. This one should be as well, yeah. So then what we can do is, probably can't. Let's see. Yeah, so we have a tesseract here. I could make another channel of tesseract. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Maybe we'll do that later, but for now, we're just going to put an ender tank here and a fluid duct, and we should be getting sludge. Yeah, so this is the black one. Sludge is black, so that's what I went with for now. Like I said, we might do another set of tesseracts later. So now we have some sludge in our ender tank. So now what we can do, so we can head over to this nifty room that B's been making. And first of all, check it out. Oh, that's the wrong way. So our base is a maze. Yeah, I don't understand why our things drop in power. Yeah, so new little room we got over here. So the reason we need its own room is because the sludge boiler will actually do damage to you as it's working. So I'll show that here in just a moment. So if we put our sludge boiler down, and we're going to give it power, and we need to give it sludge. So if we say just power here, set up to main, and we're going to say receiving only power. Like I said, we could just do a tesseract for the sludge as it is, but later. Alright, set the frequency. Alright, so now I should have power. There we go. Now, as it processes the sludge, it's going to produce items. So that's what our chest here is for. I'll put that right on top so we can see what's inside of it. So we're not going to want to get close to this. And then just need a little bit of sludge. So, hey, that worked. There it goes. Yep, see, look, it's working. So I'm getting hunger, poison. Yeah, it's a pain. But since I have my talisman, it's fine. So, as you can see, I think we already got something. Yeah, see, look, we got some mycelium and some mud balls. Beautiful. So you get some junky items, but there's one in particular that I'm trying to get out of here. Hey, look, sand. Sand's pretty good. So I'm gonna let this run for a while, and so we can see what all the items we get. Then we can set up our barrels accordingly to handle all this stuff. So we can just set up another chest on top of this instead of having the crystal chest. Then our system will process it accordingly, and it'll all be good. So we're gonna let this run for a little bit, and we'll be back once we have a fair amount of items. Alright, so some time has passed, and we noticed that we were losing a lot of power. So I came out here to our quarry, and it was done. And it's using a lot of power even though it was done, so I had to disconnect it. So now we're getting power again, so it's all good and dandy. But as you can see, Corey did very nice work with this hill. Wouldn't even know it was here. So, good job, Corey. You did good. Alright, so I'll leave it here for now. We'll come back later if we ever want to set up again. But for now, let's go check on our sludge boiler and check out what items it's got. So it should have gotten the full variety by now. I would hope so. Yep, you put a nice little reinforced door on here. So if we look inside, you can see you got some dirt, some sand, some gravel, soul sand. Soul sand is what we're after, because this is one of the only ways to actually produce soul sand that I know of. And well, magical crops has a way, of course. Contains soil, heat sand, which you have to get anyways. Scrap box, that's not a bad way. Ooh, alchemy does it too. Alright, so there's a couple ways, but sludge boiler is a cool way to do it, because you're using sludge that you don't need anyways. So, as you can see, we got some of that, some mycelium, some clay, and some other stuff that we don't really need. Hey, look, got both these, so we can make more soul sand if we wanted. Even some salt, which is new to me. Some ashes and some mud balls. So all I'm going to do is to take one each of all these. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. And we're going to... wonder if I can throw a mud ball. Haha! I can't. Oh, it put something on you.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see what it was?
It's probably whatever the sludge gives you.
Here,
Yeah.
pull up your inventory. I have to know.
Okay, go ahead.
Slowness. Haha! Slowness what?
Slowness too.
Awesome. Okay. So I didn't know that. You can throw sludge balls, or mud balls. Alright, so we can head on up to our barrel room. If I can ever find the way. And we're going to need, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more barrels?
Her name is Carolyn. Prometheus was punished by the gods for giving the gift of knowledge.
Barrels, and we're going to need buses as well. 10 more of these.
The blast furnace is not going.
Yeah, no, because the coal coke production can't keep up.
Ah. Do we need 2 coal cokes then?
We could, but I have a solution for it a little bit later.
Okay.
That'd be better than just making 2 of them. Alright, so what we gotta do, add some more barrels here. Clear out some room. Oops. Too far. There we go. Gotta hold shift at the same time, but it makes you go down. It's a pain. Oh my god. Doing things is hard. Okay, so that's how many? We need one more, right?
Huh?
Yeah, did you pick up that one barrel?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 9 of them, I believe. So we can break in here. Now we can say, let's clear some room real fast. Well, I guess salt, we're just keeping our system anyways. Yeah, so don't need salt. We already have dirt, sand, and gravel right there.
Yeah, just make one for salt, dude. Why?
because we keep our main resources on our drives.
Alright then.
Trust me, you'll see. You'll see down the line, especially with extra cells. It's gonna be amazing. Alright, so I actually don't need that barrel up there. See if my storage buses are done, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Can you bring me all those?
Yeah.
Okay. All I'm doing is fill up the barrels and lock them in. A lot of these blocks you can't even use, but they're cool to have. Oh no, I did need one more. Nice. I can count. Alright, thank you. Well, they weren't all done, but whatever. Enough of them are done.
Let me get more.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a couple more. So each of these gets one. Yeah, I need one more actually. And what also we need to do is take all these out again.
There you go.
Thank you. And add them to here. Do that, that. So hopefully this is everything. So now if we get excess, they'll automatically be destroyed, which is good. We just need to do the mud balls. So if I throw everything in here, you should see we're going to get one in each of these. While that happens, I'm going to put the last storage bus on. There we go. Get the mud ball. And mud ball. There we go. Same thing with mud ball. Should figure its way out. Hey, look, we got one of each of them. Nice. Alright, so sludge boiler is up and running. Good to go. Like I said, we can change the tesseracts if we wanted to. It's not hugely important, but if we want to make it look nice eventually, which we will, we'll adjust it accordingly. Alright, so last thing to do is to make ourselves an ender chest. Hopefully. Why does our system not know how to make ender chests yet?
Mm.
So if we quest one, so I set up to be the wait one. You can set it to be whatever you want.
Remember that.
Wait, it's what we use the most because that's just into the system. So now, if we head in here. Oh, I didn't grab ashes, did I? No. Okay, that was one. Alright, so I missed one thing. That's not a huge deal. Is that another barrel? Alright, so should be good to go. Now items will automatically go in. Make their way into the barrels. Talisman is the best. Alright, so one more barrel real fast.
How much is the lamp of the growth cost?
I have one right with me actually. You need them?
We should probably just put one next to the essence crops.
Yeah, I should. Well,
Because
we're moving that
we're
setup
gonna need-
anyways.
We're gonna need a lot of essence though. That's a thing.
Yeah, we're moving that, so
Alright.
I can adjust it when we do.
I don't even think 200 stacks is enough.
No, man, we need more.
I know. I'm being serious. I think we're
Me too.
gonna need more. It's pretty insane how much you need.
Alright, ashes. Alright, so everything should be good to go now. We have a few ashes in the system, but it's whatever. It's not a huge deal. Alright, so sludge boiler system is complete. Alright, so we're gonna figure out what we're gonna do next and be back once we have something ready to do. Alright, so next thing we're gonna make, as I already made it, is a wireless access point for our ME system. So, a little bit annoying to make, but I made it. For this, we're going to need wireless access terminals, which I'll make 2 of them, one for me, one for B. And we're just going to put it, on this floor because it has a certain range, and this will reach most of where we're at, hopefully. If not, I think we can make more. So if I just put this down right here, it's connected to the system, and so it has a certain range. Actually, let me, you have to charge these tablet things, so I'll charge mine up real fast.
Beneath us.
There, that's enough. I just want to show you what it does. Oh, we have to link it. So to link it, I believe it's in the, it's in the controller here. So all you gotta do is place it in, boom, it's linked. Nice and easy. I'll link B's for him too.
Thank you.
And all you gotta do is right click and boom, you can see your entire ME system. So if I come down here, like it's right there, so I think it's like a 16 block range, so I can still use it. If I keep going, can still use it. No signal. Okay, so I'm out of range around here. Now if I head back, I actually made these wireless boosters. So you can only have 16. So I've made 16. Now if we go back here again, you can see that we can still access. So increases the range by I think 16 blocks, 1 for each. So very helpful. So now we can access our A system whenever we need to with just this little tablet. Alright, so I'm gonna set these up to charge up real fast, that way they're actually helpful. And the next thing I want to make, actually, I want to move this. So this is just producing us stone. We don't really need that much stone, honestly. If we do, I can set up another one of these, but I'm just gonna pick these up for now. Grab the water. Alright, should be good. I might need that as well. Yeah, so come with me, Endertank. Fluid ducts. Probably clear some of this out. Yeah, why not? Let's clean some stuff up. Because we're using so much power, so getting rid of some of these extra peripherals might be helpful. So I don't think this actually needs to go anywhere. Yeah, so this whole line we actually don't need now. So that's all that I was connecting to. Alright, so should be good to here. Alright then. Alright, so I'll clean all that up later, but for now, let's grab my wireless access terminal. Throw B's in there, let that charge up. And we're going down to another room that we're making. Yeah. So down here is going to be our new auto processing room. So behind that AE system that we currently have, we have pulverizers, pulverizing up the ores that we get from, our various mining operations and anything else. We're moving all that down here, and we're going to set up a few more things to help with all that. So first things I want to set up is the same thing we just had. Automatic cobble gen. Oops, not that one. We want aqueous accumulator. Throw our water buckets in. Don't need those anymore. And then we're going to put our igneous extruder on top. And say import from the bottom. There we go. So we got water now. Don't really think I need the ender tank. It's not as important because you only actually use lava if it's obsidian. So all you have to do is put 1 bucket in. And we should be good to produce cobblestone now. Yeah. So it'll never use up any of the lava. It doesn't even use up any of the water. Just like in the real world or in the Minecraft world, you can just use water infinitely to make as much cobblestone as you want as long as you have lava. So that's pretty much what we just did. So we can actually move this. We're actually going to need it over here, so leave that there. Yeah. Lighten up the room. Alright, so now we'll need pulverizer. We're going to need to get power to this too, which I'll work on here in a little bit. So pulverizer is going to automatically accept from the bottom. So it's automatically going to get cobblestone. The cobblestone is going to be broken down into, hopefully I can find it real fast, into sand and a 10% chance of gravel. So we're going to use that to automatically produce sand and gravel, but not just that, we're also going to make it automatically produce the smelted versions of each of those, which is glass and concrete. I mean, concrete's kind of just an aesthetic block, but might as well have it, because why not? So what we're going to do is we're going to set up 2 redstone furnaces. We'll say import from the top. And this here is going to export there and there. So now sand will always go to this side, gravel will always go to this side. What we're going to do is we're going to put a chest up here. Daughter says down to make impulse item ducts because they're so much cooler. So we're going to set these up now. Here, here. We're also going to export to the sides, here and here. So if we do this setup right like this, looks pretty cool first of all. And second of all, we can do is have this pull out, and we're going to say do round robin. And hopefully this will work. If not, I'll have to change the design, but hopefully it'll work first try. Are you moving the lights?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I haven't tested this, but we'll see. And we're going to need some servos, which I have. So always active. I'm actually not 100% sure if you need these because they're set to automatically export from the sides, but whatever. It's not like we don't have a ton of resources now. Alright, so that should go out and round robin to here and here. Hopefully. If not, I can say that as the import, and that will be the export of the furnace. So, I guess what's left is to give this some power. So, hopefully I have a tesseract made. I don't think I do, though. Oh, I do. Nice. Hero. We're just going to break B's beautiful wall. Screw that guy.
Yeah. Thank you.
And set him here. I'm going to put him on main. And he's going to receive...
Oops, sorry.
receive energy. Set. So now this should be going. And we're going to need some cables.
Don't put the wall back up.
Don't put it back up.
Just, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So now we'll hook up the furnaces. So now what should happen is we can see here.
You have ME cabling?
Yeah, I do. One sec. I'm watching this.
Alright.
Glass. Was that sand? Did we just get sand? One sec. Alright, so we got glass. Glass. Oh, sand. Okay, so I think it's working.
Nice.
Woo. So that means every other one that we get is going to go to the furnace, and the other one will go straight to the chest. That means we're producing now sand and glass from there, and the same should work with the gravel. So first gravel will go to the chest, second gravel will go to the furnace, or probably the other way around, and it will become concrete. It's a nice little bit of setup here to create some resources automatically. Oh, you do want to do a terminal right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can put the wall back up whenever you're done. I got it's connected.
Did you already connect it?
It's not connected, but there's a wire.
Okay. Why'd you do it there?
I don't know. I didn't see what the wire was. I didn't know where the wiring
We
was.
have wands for this. Aha!
Yeah.
Alright, so we're going straight up from here, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Are you filling that in? Hey, nice. Look at you doing good stuff. I'll just need to make a crafting terminal, though.
Mhm.
You want it right here.
Yeah.
Here's your blocks.
Thank you.
Now we make a crafting terminal. Yeah, because we've been having trouble with glass. Like, we never have glass, and it's really annoying, so hopefully this will help us out a lot. I should actually make a barrel for it. I'll do that later, though. Do you want a crafting terminal? Okay. Hopefully that crafts pretty fast. Probably needs glass.
Probably.
I definitely need glass. It's going to take forever. So that's what it does. I should probably put a crafting monitor down here. It's probably done. Yeah. Alright, and then we're going to want a barrel. And a bus.
Her name is Carrot.
We're just going to fly back up here. Do the usual. But definitely going to want to upgrade this barrel though. So we want all the glass.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do that and that. Don't have a piece of glass on me.
Her name is
Oh, stupid wood planks. Get out of there. Get out. Said get out of there. There we go. Okay, so glass, good. Automatically processing. Should probably do one for concrete. Ah, whatever. Things. Doing things. Whatever. Got ourselves a crafting terminal. Boom. Alright. Good to go. This room's going to finish up. We're going to do some smelteries here. And our processing on this wall. Or that wall. Probably this wall. I don't know. We'll see. But I think that's a good stopping point for this episode. Got our sludge boiler going. Got a lot of things automatically making now. So it's looking pretty good. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Next episode we'll be back to do some more cool things. So until then, we'll see you guys next time. See ya.
See ya.